Going on, everybody? Welcome back to another one. So today I'm putting the twin stick on, or the auxiliary shifter. It's not a true two transmission truck anyway, but I kind of like the look of it. It's all a little bit cleaner than the big bowl with. I mean, I get it. It's more ergonomic to have everything on one shifter, but whatever. But anyway, so I already kind of got started on this thing, and I already went and drilled the hole where I'm putting the shifter on. And then what I'm actually going to do for the high-low range selector is one of these, which is pretty much your axle lock, your fifth wheel slide, your air suspension dump valve. It's just a air valve. So now it's on low. Flip this up, it'll go to high, and then I'm going to mount this right over here where the spare was, and this thing is not tied up to anything, so I'm going to put this on there like that, so low is down and high is up. And then obviously the rest of it would go to the auxiliary shifter. So really all I gotta do is extend these two lines to go all the way up underneath the cab, and then back over. There's a rubber grommet behind that panel. It'll come through, and I'll fish them right down here, and I'll put that right there. So to make these kind of switches work, because this is for I believe it's a 1/4 inch, you will need some sort of an adapter. So this is a 1/4 inch to 5/32, and you would put this in just like you would put in an airline, and then just give it a tug back. After that, and it locks in, and then you would put the airline onto that like it would be over here, and it's it's the same release. So this setup here, you guys, honestly, I do it for the look. I really do like the look of it. You know, a little bit more old school, I guess. But I mean, sometimes it does get old, you know, going back and forth to where having everything here. Obviously, it's not even close to what, you know, Brownie boxes were, you know, which were essentially 2 transmissions. You had to shift both of them at the same time. Obviously, it's nothing like that, but it still gets to be a pain in the butt sometimes. But again, you know, just the look of it. So as far as, you know, this being shifted now, it's obviously no different than what it was before. It's just the high-low, which was here, is on the dash, and the splitter, which was on the side, is another lever. That's all there's to it. So, you know, you got low here, and you got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then high, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then obviously this splits between direct and overdrive. This being an 18 speed, you can do it, you know, on the low side or on the high side. 13 speeds, you can only do it on the high side. 15 speeds, you could also do it on the high sides, but 15 speeds are a little bit different as far as the pattern. They shift almost like a 10 speed. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then instead of on an 18 or 13 where you go back up and forward, on a 15 you come back. The older 15s that I've driven before, believe it or not, it's actually a little bit more backwards than that. So you got 1, 2, 3, and instead of going to 4, you actually got to go 4, 5, and then go on the high side, then come down here again, and then back, and then forward for the last gear. So the last gate is flipped, is all it is. But those are, as far as I'm aware, those are only the older style 15 speeds. A lot of the 15 speeds that I've seen, I've never driven one, but the ones that I've seen is just you know, the gate at the end there is just a regular gate. It's not flipped or anything. So since this video is a little short, I didn't get you know, obviously to film as much as I wanted to. I'll try something different. I want to go on my YouTube account here and reply to some comments for you guys. So I'll just look at the last few here. Bronny 1983 says, I love the truck, W900 Studio. So do I, and thank you. Joe Lopez, these POV videos are the best. Hope your wife and son are doing good. Thank you very much, man. I really appreciate it. They're both doing, you know, really well. Nicholas, my son, is you, for you guys that have been parents already, you know, but seems like every day he's growing, and now he's at the stage where he's smiling and stuff like that. So you know, they're both doing very well. Thank you so much. Charlie Brown says, wrong entrance song, boo. You know, hey, I'm still going to give you a love on the comment. You know, it's not everybody's cup of tea, I guess. You know, some people like it, some people don't. Beast Racing, always like before watching. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. You got too much faith in me, man. David Gonzalez, would it be better to purchase an old semi and fix her up, or start brand new? Well, David, depends. Nowadays, to buy a brand new depends on what you want. You're not going to buy one right away. You'd have to get on a waiting list. A buddy of mine that actually tried to order a truck for himself, I don't know if he did yet or not, but they were looking at, I think, Q2 of 2023. So between April and June of 2023, if he orders one now, which is crazy. I like older trucks simply because they're much simpler, and by older I mean pre-emissions. And I mean, but they are you know, temperamental. They do have stuff that goes wrong, and there's, you know, stuff that's hard to come by as far as parts, you know, whether it's Pete or Kenworth. which is made by Packard. Parts are extremely expensive. You know, I've said it in other videos, honest to God, if you want a hood truck and an old truck, go with the Freightliner Classic. Can't go wrong with it. You can still find parts at AutoZone, O'Reilly's, Advanced, and stuff like that. It's crazy. And they're relatively cheap compared to other trucks. Random Task says, more like a mating voyage. The truck is sexy. I love that comment. That's for the maiden voyage of the W900. There is one in Spanish, which you know, I don't understand, you guys. A lot of times I'll you know, if it's a long comment, or even on my Instagram, I'll try to, you know, run Google Translator real quick and see if I can answer, you know, questions for you guys. But fiercest calm I've been in, says Magnificent. If you get a chance, can I ask you the inch pipes and or what cat motor? Many thanks. I will reply to this as well, but in case you're watching, so I do have 7-inch pipes on the truck, and it is a 3406E 2WS. 550 horse from the factory, but the truck is tuned to 700. Garbage Sean says, man, what a sound. Please do a 2 to 3 hour ASMR with engine startup at the beginning, super high RPM shifting, and engine shutdown at the end. I know you don't normally shift at super high RPMs, but I really want to hear that 3406 singing at the top of his lungs. Please let me know ASAP. Garbage Sean, sorry my man, I don't have a problem doing a 2 or 3 hour ASMR. I don't have a problem doing a 6 hour ASMR, because all I got to do is run the camera. But you know, I'm not gonna abuse my truck like that. It's not made to be shifted like that. These trucks, their peak torque, you know, especially on a Cat, you're looking at between 1100 and 1500. Anything above that makes no sense. So sorry, bud. C. Reed says, thanks for taking us along for the ride. Love the W9. Thank you very much for watching. You know, honestly, to all of you guys. Chris Underwood says, I currently have 6s or 7s, but it's not that loud and it's straight pipe all the way. I mean, depends on you know, what engine it is. I know Cat is typically louder than the Detroit or the Cummins, and I think the Cummins, the N14, is a little bit louder than Detroit. The Detroit wasn't that loud, you guys, even with the straight pipe. But obviously it all depends on horsepower output and stuff like that. So Joe Davidson says, what a goon. Wearing a flat bill hat, ears tucked under it, sticker still on the hat, and you're supposed to curve the bill. They were never meant to be worn flat. They used to come with instructions on how to curve them yourself. Where the hell did it go? But people can't read, apparently. Truck is okay. Looks like something a goon would drive. Good sounding Cat. Thanks, Joe. It's your opinion. I'm still going to give you a comment, a like. Thank you for watching. But I would love to kind of get an understanding of what identifies as a goon, because at least maybe I am one, but you know, maybe I think I should at least hear what the meaning of it is, and you know, and maybe we are all goons that drive trucks like this. I don't know. So hey, let me know. If you're gonna make a comment like that, at least explain yourself. Chris Stewart, awesome job and great contact. You're very good at doing all the modifications. Keep it up. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Are you sure this is what you want? That's the YouTube screen name. The interior is amazing. Thank you. Mac Jenkins, my man Mac. Mac has been one of the first ever subscribers to the channel. You know, him and I have gone back and forth. Sounds like a wonderful, wonderful man. Mac, if you watch this video, man, I truly, truly appreciate you, honestly. Says, love it, man. Just love it. Good video. I just love listening to the W9. Watching you go through those gears is something else. I want to thank you for showing you taking off your slippers and putting on your shoes and taking them back off and putting your slippers. You don't have a foot fetish, do you, Mac? Kind of weird, man. But hey, you know, if you do, it is what it is, brother. It's okay. I had a coworker that was watching this video with me, and I told him he was like me. Do not wear shoes in your truck, and that you wear slippers. And he did not believe me until he saw the video. Coworker thought I was the only driver who would do something like that in a truck. Try to explain to him that there are a lot of drivers out there that do the same thing I am doing. Thanks for sharing this video, and I hope you and your family have a good weekend. Be safe out there, driver. Thank you very much, Mac. You know, stay safe out there as well, bro. I hope you and the family are doing well as well. Incompetent Inquisitor, pardon my English, maybe I'm not pronouncing it right. It says the difference between Australian truck drivers and Americans. It's got like a emoji that's, you know, shock, says culture shock. Maybe I mean, I don't know what the culture is like for Australian truck drivers. I wouldn't. I mean, truck drivers are truck drivers, right? All over the place. You know, maybe we do things a little bit differently, or maybe we do things to our trucks here that maybe some other countries don't. But I wouldn't think it's that different. But hey, maybe I'm wrong. I know there's quite a few of you that follow the channel from down under, so hey, let me know. Says this guy loves his jake brake. Yes, I do, even though it's not needed on flat ground. To each their own, my man. I choose to run it and take it easy on my brakes. Robert Bradford says, for all the work done, that's not bad. It's worth every dime. And this is a comment in response to the breakdown of the Valley 18 speed that I had put in the truck. Guts Glory Guns says there are times when the POV camera view are needed, but driving isn't one of them. Sorry, my brother, but I get dizzy with all the back and forth moving. I definitely enjoy your contact though, and I hope you and the wife are enjoying the new baby boy. We are definitely enjoying the new baby boy. Hey, you know what? I do POVs because people do ask for them. I'm not a fan of them myself as well. I do think, you know, especially with me going back and forth so often, just looking at mirrors and stuff like that, it does get a little bit dizzying, and I do apologize. Trucking with Willie says, what's going on, my brother? How's your wife and the baby doing? I pray all is well, and that would definitely be sweet if you did that to W9. This is in response to the video where I said I'm going to do the auxiliary shifter again. So, hey, here you go, bro. You know, wife and baby are doing great. Thank you so much for all of you guys, you know, always being so nice and asking, man. I really, really appreciate it. And I hope every single one of you guys and your families and your loved ones and people you care for are doing well, and especially in these crazy times. Stransky V4 says, thank you for remembering to keep the window down. Love the shutdown procedure, just like shutting an aircraft down. Another cool video, dude. Thank you, brother. Thank you. I appreciate you. Jeff Vanderberg, sweet sounds. Thanks for the ride. Love these videos. Cheers from Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. Thank you very much. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you. Mike Martin Sr. says, I bet you blue was my favorite color before yours. I'm sure it was, and you'd be shocked to know that blue is not my favorite color. It's one of my favorite colors, but it's not my favorite color. Reginald Jr. says, and you're very welcome, brother. It's a pleasure watching your videos for sure. There's nothing like a W900, brother, especially yours. Thank you very much, Reggie. Thank you. I really, really appreciate it. You know, this is in response to, you know, my send-offs for the videos. You know, I always feel like I don't say thank you to you guys enough for the support that you show me on the channel and watching and stuff like that. Says J-Rob's Trucking, love the W9 so much, especially that sound. Does she ever put out any smoke when rolling through gears? Yes, she does, a little bit. Matt DiBendetti, what kind of shock setup do you have? I believe I saw the same type of setup on your Classic. Yes, actually, Matt, the kit is identical. I put the same kit on the Classic, so it's identical to that. Alan Signer says, love, hope Mama and the little guy are doing great. Love the truck, brother. Stay safe. Thank you very much, man. Thank you. And there's some crazy spam when it comes to the world of investing. Most people don't know where to start. Yeah, sure. Garay Dini, hopefully I'm pronouncing this right. Says, hello friend, one question, can you help me please? How much money can be made dry van per month and week? It's tough to answer that question, you guys. It all depends on a lot of circumstances. You know, are you running with your own authority? Are you working for, you know, for another company? Are you finding your own loads? Are they, you know, trying to screw you? Are they paying, you know, are they paying you a percentage of whatever the load pays, or are they just giving you a flat rate per mile? A lot of this stuff, you know, changes, and honestly, I couldn't answer that. Like a lot of guys that run dedicated out here in Detroit, between Detroit or Chicago or Indiana or Ohio or any dedicated runs, believe it or not, they get paid, you know, $1.20 a mile plus fuel surcharge, if that sometimes. It's really, really cheap. So again, it all depends on you know, where you work and what you're running, man. Keith T, a video of maintenance is good so some can see what goes through with his big trucks, because they're like a house, always something to do, because the road in the Midwest play havoc on them. Yes, it does. Absolutely. Much love and blessings to you and your family. Same to you, man. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. Ronald Michaud, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Love it. Favorite truck with favorite engine. Hello from the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. Hello from the Lower Peninsula of Michigan. You guys over there in UP, man, you got some gorgeous, gorgeous scenery. But you gotta be a tough SOB to put up with the winters, I'll tell you that much. SRT Maurice says, I'm gonna definitely get me one of these, but I'm gonna haul containers with it out of Savannah, Georgia. Your truck sounds good as hell. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Yeah, just kind of be mindful, you guys, you know, for you guys that consider running containers or haven't done it before, it does take a lot out of your truck. Those chassis that they use are leaf springs, and believe it or not, man, even, you know, running empty, you run a container and a dry van, and you see, I mean, you just notice the difference between how smooth the dry van is because of the air ride in the back. It's just incredible how much difference there is. So just kind of be mindful of that. And I don't know what the rail yards are out there and that sort of stuff. Out here in Detroit, the rail yards are shit. I wouldn't run them with a POS truck, let alone a decent truck. Camden Jandro says 2WS question mark, and what are the specs on this E model? Yes, it is a 2WS. It's a 550 horse from the factory. It is tuned up to 700. It does have a PDI exhaust manifold and their Big Boss turbo. Alright guys, that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think of the, you know, the Q&As and me answering you know, comments on a video versus me just going through and answering them. If you guys like it, I'll continue doing it. You know, won't bother me any, won't take me, you know, much time to do it. And I feel like I'm being a little bit more like I feel like I'm you know, like really talking to you guys versus just typing. I don't know how to explain it. Maybe I lack the words to explain it properly. But anyway, you know, please let me know if you guys like that. I'll continue doing it. If you don't, you know, scrap it, move on to the same stuff that we've been doing. But anyway, thank you so much, you guys. Thank you, honestly, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for your support. It has been great. You know, this YouTube stuff doesn't make a whole lot of money. Doesn't make even any decent money, but I do truly enjoy doing it. And you know, maybe just I can sort of push somebody to you know, taking pride of what they do and maybe being a little bit more passionate about their jobs, whatever their jobs is, whether it be trucking or anybody else. Just like you know, just like I watched people, you know, do it a certain way, and that's the reason why I'm doing it, you know, this way. Maybe you know, I've touched it before. For me, it was my, you know, my grandpa, my dad, my uncle, all of which were, you know, they had different jobs from one another, but they were very passionate about their respective jobs and the amount of, you know, pride they took in it. So anyway, thanks again, you guys. Thank you so much. Hope everybody is well. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you next time.